I work for Philips TV brand for almost 10 years now, and I now located in Amsterdam, and I'm part of the regional product management team. I take care of for the bottom half of the range, so from N3 products up to the 1 product to the 7000 series, and also I take care of the smart TV features, and that's what I'm gonna talk to you about now. This room is divided into 2 sections because we still have 2 platforms in 2019, 2 smart TV platforms. The first platform is Android TV, which is used for premium and mid segment of our products, and the second platform is Sapphire, our internal development, internal Linux-based platform. And during today's demo, we will focus mostly on the Google Assistant and Alexa functionalities, which we bring together with these products. Especially Alexa is the new stuff here. So let's get down to it. But first, maybe I will say a few words about the product which I have here. This is 8804. So it's the Bowers & Wilkins LCD TV. Please take in mind though that this particular sample was optimized for smart TV features, so it's not final audio tuning or PQ tuning, so please don't judge performance of these areas based on this model. Please focus on the smart TV functionality during this demo. There's a sound demo room and PQ demo room where these features will be more, so to say, commented and demonstrated. But getting into the smart TV stuff, the AI stuff, all of our 2019 Android TVs have Google Assistant built in, and they will come with Android Pie, Android 9 at launch. And we still do the push-to-talk scenario for these TVs, meaning that you get a remote control with a button which shows the molecules, Google molecules. You press this button, you activate Google Assistant on the TV. You can also find a QWERTY keyboard at the back, which actually is, at least our consumers are giving very positive feedback about it. I'm also curious to hear from you, but we get a lot of requests to keep it in also for the next years. And so that's the push-to-talk scenario. We keep doing that. We're on purpose not doing the far-field implementation. So some of other brands are putting far-field microphones into TV cabinet. We're on purpose not doing that. We were researching this option, and we were quite disappointed with current performance. So the problem is that if you do far-field microphones in the TV cabinet, if you watch TV or a movie and anybody says anything similar to OK Google, like or Hey Google, like Hey George, then TV might think you're actually triggering Google Assistant, and then you're gonna get display overlaid on your screen. So that can disturb your movie watching or TV watching experience. We don't want that to happen. We want the experience to be as seamless as possible for our consumers. Though we think there is a way of properly implementing far field into the TV watching experience, and we think that's through the smart speakers. And that's where my demo will focus on. So we will make efforts now to create actions for Google to control our TVs, Android TVs, and skills for Alexa to control our Android TVs and Alexa built-in Sapphire TVs. So to demonstrate how this would work, I will start with a routine which I created for Google Assistant. So in Google Home app on your mobile device, you can create a simple routine. You define a wake word. In my case, it will be movie evening, and then behind that wake word, you set you can put multiple commands. And I've designed this routine to change the room into movie watching kind of experience. So I'll start by saying,
the mic's back on.
OK Google, movie evening.
Okay, turning the main lights off. All right, Bright from Netflix. Playing on 6.5p US 8800 4/12.
As you can see, it comes with Dolby Vision, which I'll come in a moment.
Sure, closing the blind.
And it also...
You know what my worst nightmare is? It's them wheeling you in when I'm at work.
So, as you can see, as mentioned, we before we support Dolby Vision. Actually, all of our 2019 smart TVs will support Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. because they have the processor with the decoder inside. And yeah, it's great pleasure to have that in finally in 90% of our 2019 range. Next, I will show you how you can use Alexa to switch inputs. I have a game console connected to this TV, and actually I no longer need to remember the name of the HDMI port. I can just ask to switch to game console, because that's how I named the HDMI input when I connected the game console. Alexa, switch to game console on TV.
Okay.
And as you can see, it goes to the game console. And then I'm gonna take that and show you one thing. So, by the way, the TV which is here is LCD TV based on VA panels, so people who are sitting at the couch have completely different viewing experience than people standing at the edges. So, but for best viewing experience, it's better to be at the front of or at the center of the TV. And as you can see, maybe you have noticed that the Ambilight glow actually goes way to the bottom, and that's thanks to the Hue Play, the new Hue lights, which can now expand the vision, the reach of Ambilight glow. We also implemented the new streaming API, which allows for very fast communication between the Ambilight system and the Hue lights. So now, with this system built to create Ambilight like glow, you can expand your Ambilight. Either in this case, with a really with a glow going to the bottom. Actually, this part it went quite late with this game, but I will show you in a moment part of the movie, which it will be, I think, more meaningful for this demo. But basically, think of it also as a way, or I can also quickly try to load a bit different part of the game where it should be. Which should be more light. Think of this also as a way of creating four-sided Ambilight. So we are many times getting requests from our consumers like, why don't you do more four-sided Ambilight TVs? And it's actually technically quite problematic, because at the bottom of the TV you have speakers, you have anchors for the stands, so there's a lot of things down there, and adding an Ambilight strip is not that easy, actually. So as you can see, it can really quickly react to what's happening on the screen. Yeah, so it's very difficult to put it, engineering-wise, to put it in the fourth bottom side of Ambilight. And also by marketing research, we know that only around 30% of consumers wall mount their TVs in Europe. Majority of the consumers actually still put the TVs on the cabinets. So then you have a small business case, or not so strong business case, and huge technical problems to actually develop it in. But then, if you wall mount your TV and you get those Hue Play lights, you can actually put them behind your TV at the bottom. And thanks to Ambilight plus Hue, you can actually create a fourth side of the Ambilight yourself. So there will be at least an option for consumers to do that if they would like to. One more thing about Hue Play lights is that Philips Lighting, or Signify nowadays, markets these lights as a way to add Ambilight to TVs which don't have Ambilight effect. But then you will need a PC or Mac running a special application, and only signal which is outputted from that device would have this effect on. With Ambilight plus Hue, you get this on any source. So whether it's Netflix, whether it's USB, whether it's HDMI, doesn't matter, or TV tuner, you will always get this effect, because it's the Ambilight system which drives the lights, not the Hue system.